Welcome, everybody, to Break Road 35 International. My name is Steve Hoffman, VP of Global Operations for the company. Today's training webinar is going to be on how to manage your Break Road business. And what we want you to do is focus on a little bit different than a traditional network marketing company. And you'll see what I'm talking about in this business. And it's about managing your business. And when you're managing a business and you're just getting started with a new company, you're learning how to become a leader, there are mistakes that are going to be made. That's normal. People don't understand that because they haven't gone through formal business training. They may have a job and all of a sudden jump into network marketing. And what we want to do here at Break Road is provide you some formal business training. There'll be other trainers involved. Some of you may even become trainers in the company as a special position in addition to what you're doing now. This is what's coming down the pike. So those of you that are leaders, hey, you may even get a training position as well. And that could lead to additional income. But right now, we want to focus on is mistakes as part of the learning tool. And the biggest mistake, which I call the big mistake people make, is they quit because of their mistakes. They fail because of their mistakes. All your successful people in business, and that's not an exaggeration, all of them, the big top income earners in the world, grew their position or their business based on learning from their mistakes. But in network marketing, you see that doesn't happen. And that needs to be taught. So treat Break Road like a traditional business. Why do I say that? Because it is a traditional business. In fact, network marketing is a traditional business. It's a business. It may be done a little bit differently because you don't have a physical office or a store, or you're not stocking a lot of inventory, or you may not have a lot of inventory or products to offer, but it's still a traditional business using a different form of marketing or advertising. You could even use traditional forms of advertising for network marketing, which most people don't do and need to start thinking about it. If you look at network marketing and Break Road 35 as a traditional business, you'll start understanding what it takes to really make it happen. You own it. When you're network marketing, you are your own CEO, Chief Executive Officer. You are it. It is your business. Your success of you and your team is based on you, and we have to act like we're CEOs. I see people in other programs, they're calling themselves the CEO. They even introduce them as the CEO. Now, we can't put that on our business cards. Business cards need to say independent distributor. But at the same time, technically, you are a CEO of your business. Now, how serious are you? If you were a CEO, now mentally, wouldn't that change your attitude to the business? You're not technically in writing, you're an independent distributor on a card. But when it comes to you running your business, you have to act like you're the CEO. You need to be very serious and treat it that way. Take pride in your business. People in network marketing jump into a business because we see a presentation, we see a video. That's where the non-traditional side is affected in network marketing. We don't pay a huge, enormous fee for a franchise. What we're doing is we're paying a minimal fee, and that's why network marketing was set up. And years ago, these fees were much higher than they are now, a lot higher. People were spending $4,000 or $5,000, even $10,000 to get into network marketing. I have a good friend of mine, Glenn Turner, who created Costco in the 70s. Huge company. He was also targeted by the feds because he was setting new standards in business that the government thought was illegal at that time. But because of him, he's the king of network marketing. We could be here today. And he's doing fine. He's in his mid-80s right now. He's in Central Florida, and he's changed many lives and made many millionaires. And we have to thank him for that, for doing that. Glenn W. Turner, just an amazing guy. Has a movie about him, has books. He knows what we're doing, and we need to continue that legacy. So people jump in to a business, but guess what they also do? Since there's not a large amount of capital, they jump out of it almost as fast as they jump into it. Where's the excitement that they had when they first started? See, it's not just excitement. Excitement is great, but you can't get involved and build a business just on excitement. Because what happens when you lose the excitement? You lose the business. And that's what happens in network marketing. They see a lot of they see a presentation, they see people making this money. It's not them making the money, it's somebody else making the money. Well, I always say if somebody can do it, everybody can do it. And that's the important thing to remember when you're managing your business. Excitement is good to have, but it's about building and learning your infrastructure, the logistics, the administrative side of your team. Treat it like a traditional business. Communication breakdown. I saw this on the internet the other day. This one dog asked the other dog, "You spend too much time on that computer, Bobby. Can you email me your concerns?" Well, you know what? These days, internet is pretty important for communication. When I first started in network marketing, and I'm going to date myself now, there were no such thing as laptops, personal computers. There was no internet. I think we had pagers. That was the way we communicated. We texted through pagers. Cell phones were the bag phones. They were too expensive. I did have one. And back then, years ago, I think I got a bag phone in the 90s. I think in the 70s, there still weren't pagers yet. So we had to start, everything was pretty much face-to-face and landline phone calls, not cell phones. And imagine how difficult it was, because this was the other form of communication we had as well, the can phones. Just a little joke here, but it's important. You can't break that line of communication when you're building a business. You need to communicate with your team, and we have many ways you can do that. And you want to focus on your directs, the people that you sponsor. Communicate with them. You can, if you're locally now, which is a lot easier now, you don't have to be locally to build network marketing like you did years ago. You can email the person. And you want to email, a couple times a week at least. Phone calls. If you live near the person, you can also call them. Or in the same country, you can call them. And now we have WhatsApp and Viber, even Facebook. There are different ways you can call internationally for free. Then, as I said, we have Facebook and also this social media. People see that you're promoting what you're doing on Facebook. Now, personally, I love to build a team face-to-face, not online. But people say, "Steve, but I see you online all the time." Because I'm setting an example for my team and your team and everybody in the business. I'm setting an example. Do what I do. Do I get people interested online? I sure do. But that's not my main focus. It's offline. But if you're not doing it, your team may not do it. So if you don't know how to focus on like Facebook or advertise market on Facebook, other forms of social media, do it. I provided graphics for everybody. Live events. Are you holding meetings in your area? I have meetings all the time. My goal is really to get to 2 to 3 meetings a week. I can do one-on-one meetings. That's a live event. I could do a meeting for 5 people. And then my team builds up. I can do a meeting for them. And then we have a regional meeting. And then a national meeting that the company will put on. Or even some of you can team up and do that as well. Follow up with your communication. Are you talking to your team about what's going on? Are they plugging into the webinars? Most, you can see by the numbers, most are not. They do watch the recording, but sometimes live you get more out of it when you're attending an event live. Are they serious? You need to understand maybe they are not as serious as you are. And that's going to happen in business. You have a lot of people going from corporate world, which means a job, to going into business without formal training in business and don't know what to expect. And then immediately they start thinking maybe they can't do it without even really giving it an effort. But you have to find out who's serious on your team. What are business tools? Let's break down with it. It could be our team website for you. Eventually, everybody in this company is going to have their own website, not just a web page. It'll be a website that will be coming probably, I'm going to say, early next year. And there's reasons for that we will share at a later date, but that'll be coming. We already have a team training webpage I will try to share with you at the end of this presentation. We have a tutorial webpage, and we also have a new marketing webpage, which is not here. We have a Facebook chat group that you can join, and that's free. All this is free. Extra support to help you build your business. And you can participate in the chat group. It shouldn't just be me and a few other people that are posting in the chat group. You have an event, post it in the chat group. You have somebody on your team that just signed up, add them to the chat group and give them a welcome. Talk about things that you're experiencing. Ask questions. Get information. We have our training webinars. These webinars are a business tool. Social media is a great business tool. Look at what other people are posting on Facebook, and you can learn from their posts. Then there's outside training, and something that was really taught to me starting in the 1990s. In the 70s and 80s, there wasn't so much of that. But in the 90s, a lot of outside trainers started building their own training business. I paid money for it because I was the CEO of my team, of my network marketing business. And I wanted to learn as much as I could. People for high-paying jobs, they go to colleges, spend thousands and thousands of dollars. But yet when they have a network marketing business, they can't get some people to spend $100 or $200 on a training event. Some of the trainings I went to were more than $1,000. And then you would buy, back then there were cassette tapes. Then they came out with CDs. And you would grow by learning and listening over and over. So you want to invest in yourself. Then marketing material. Use what we have. It's been made available for you. I'll try and show you that before we go. Become a leader, but I also say manager. In network marketing, they're called leaders. In traditional business, called managers. You want to treat yourself in a psychological way as a manager of your team. Yeah, leader's an okay word, but you're really a manager of your team, and you have to manage your team. Now, this may not be you, and that's okay. And that's when people find out that network marketing is not for them. It's not going to be for everybody. Business is not for everybody. The job you have now is maybe not for everybody. Again, treat it like a traditional business. You keep hearing me say this over and over again. And the reason for that is we have to start changing the way we think about network marketing. So what does a manager do? What are the activities that a manager does? You have to ask yourself. Managers hire. Well, in network marketing, we don't hire. We're self-employed. We recruit. It's the same thing. But you're not limited to how many people your company can afford to pay as an employee. If you have a small store, maybe you only can afford to hire 3 or 4 people. In network marketing, you can recruit a lot of people, but don't over-recruit. Recruit what you can handle. Give every one of your directs the same opportunity to succeed that you are given. Okay, and maybe even better, improve on it. So focus on what you can recruit. or how many you can recruit. If it's 2, if it's 4, if it's 5, that's great. Then develop the next 2, 4, or 5. I see people go out there and their leader in their business say, go out and recruit 100 people. 20 will figure it out, or 10 will figure it out. Because they know you may leave soon, and one of those 10 or 20 will figure it out, and you replaced yourself. We don't want to do it that way here. You can replace yourself with smaller numbers if you're just not going to work, but that's not the target to replace yourself. Orders, inventory. That's what a manager does. They orders the inventory. They place orders to increase their inventory. Do you have available product? If you're going to sponsor somebody, I don't want someone to wait to get a package. I want to give them definitely the regular sanitary napkins, the Pure Essence, right away, so they can start doing demos, or they could even buy them at your cost. So you have that available. And then if it's a woman, I'll give her maybe, or even sell some of the products so she can start trying it right away. As I tell people, I use the panty liners in my shoes to get rid of my arthritis in my knees and my foot pain, and it worked. That's not what it was designed for, but it worked for me. So you want to have your own inventory available. Promote, advertise. Now, you don't have a big budget in the beginning, but some of the money that you make, you want to reinvest in your business. That's what other businesses do. When you own a franchise, you're reinvesting by paying your business loan. We don't have that. But promote your business. Take some of that money. Determine what percentage of your income you want to take and reinvest that in your business in the forms of promotions or advertising, however you want to do it. There's a lot of free advertising out there, but to grow your business, you want to invest. Make a schedule. What's your schedule this week? A lot of people like to use their cell phones for their calendar. Some people like to use those old day timers or day runners they had years ago. I still think they're available in some locations. You can write your schedule down so you physically can see it. Also see how busy you are every day. Replaces people not doing their job. That's what happens in traditional business. Replaces, if somebody that you hired is not doing their job, they get fired. We don't fire people. They can hang around forever if they want to. Chances are they won't succeed. But you don't want to keep going at it. If you see there's no activity at all after 1 month or definitely 2 months, if you can't change your people, change your people. That was the mistake I made in 1992. I was focusing on the wrong group of people. I talk about that a lot because it almost ruined me in network marketing. I should have been focusing on the people with the vision. You want to focus on growing your business, and that's one way to do it, by focusing on the people that share your vision. Work like there's someone working 24 hours a day to take it away from you. That's Mark Cuban, an owner in the NBA. And that's a strong message there. There are competitors out there in network marketing, and they may outwork you. You don't need to work 40 hours a week, but work what you can. At least do some work. Business is not easy, but it can be very rewarding. It takes effort on your part. You got to put that time into it. It's not, I'll give it a try. But you don't give, if it was a franchise and you paid $100,000, you're not going to have the attitude, I'm going to give it a try. You have to have the same attitude here. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to give it my all. It takes money, which is called an investment. With Break Road, it's not a whole lot of money. How fast do you want to get to that elite package? Because that's where you can make most of the money for the same amount of work. It also has a time investment. Time and money will create success. So give yourself the time for your business, but it can also take time. Success doesn't happen overnight. It could happen, your average business takes 4 to 5 years to show profit, and only 15% of those succeed. Network marketing, the numbers could be higher, but you know what? They're not. It should be, because the investment is much less. It's up to you to make that happen. Have you ever heard the phrase, you need to work at it? That's what this is about. Constantly working at it. Stop working for the weekends. When I had a job, that's why they have TGIF. You're working for the weekends. There's even a song, Working for the Weekend. In business, your first few years, there may not be any weekends. I got to give up watching football on TV. I'm a football nut. I got to watch football. But I decided I wasn't getting paid by watching football on TV. I had to do something, and that was to work. Very important. It's about your mentality, really. Your mentality, your attitude will determine your success. Can you deal with rejection? Are you really working that week? Do you know how to handle obstacles? Or maybe ask questions on how to handle an objection or obstacles. Very important. You're the boss. Now it says employee morale, even though we're not employees, but that's the phrase, flows from the top down. You control the atmosphere of your business. You control the atmosphere of your team. And that's something, including myself, we all need to get better at. But be that boss of your team and create bosses. Stop thinking like an employee. Think like you are the owner. You're the boss. And you own your own boss, which is you. Nobody owns you. When you have a job, they own you. You own your own boss. For your new directs, you're like a boss in the beginning because they're learning. But you need to train them and teach them so they can become their own boss. Okay? People are used to getting direction. They go to a job, they're told what to do. In network marketing, you have to figure out what you need to do. And in traditional business as well. Now, we can give you some guidance, but you also need to be creative. Direction should be a short-term subject in network marketing. In the beginning, you need direction to get started. Once you get started, get going, you go from there to the next level. You become the director. You're not receiving the directions anymore. Now you're teaching your team. You are the director of your team. Just like when you have an orchestra. In the beginning, you may be a musician. And you build your way up, and you could even become the director. Now you're directing a team of musicians. You're the man. You're the woman. You are it. You are the success of your team. Someone asked me the other day, do you have a retirement plan? I said, yeah, it's called network marketing. Because we get residual income. Now, it's great to have a retirement plan, whether it be a 401k, some other type of business, a pension they have. I call it social insecurity if you're in the U.S. Who knows how long that'll last. But anyway, do you have your retirement plan? Network marketing is a retirement plan. How big do you want your retirement plan to be? 1,000 a month? 3,000 a month? 10,000 a month? Go for it. It could be as high as you want, and you could start it today. Even tonight, for some of you it's late, start planning for tomorrow. Hopefully you got some benefit out of this presentation. It's not going to end right now. I'm going to shut down this screen here because I do want to take you to a couple other places. Okay, so let's go there. I'm going to end this share screen here. Okay, we're coming back here. What I want to do is go back to share screen. And here we go. Now you should see the website for the training page that I created. And I'm hoping this all is kind of in the back office, but it hasn't been updated. There's reasons for that, but it will be updated soon. But for now, we have this page. The training page has changed. Now it's pretty much all videos. And this will be added at the bottom, near the bottom, when it's done. Once it's recorded, or hopefully everything goes out okay, it's processed within the next couple hours or so. I only got about 2 or 3, I think 2 hours sleep last night. So I may get some more sleep first. But anyway, it'll be added here. So you can watch the other webinars, the other training. There's more training coming here. So, and that's steveriza.com/training.html, right up there. Okay, so it's team website. If you're getting our emails or my emails, it's there. The goal is to have emails from the company coming out soon as well. A newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter is in the works. There's other things in the works, so many things in the works. Now, if you want to go to the marketing page, all you got to do is after the slash, you change it to marketing.html. So it's /training.html/marketing.html. This is a new page. For those watching the recording, it's been created for a while maybe. Depends on when you're looking at it. These are all links here. You want to look at the download instructions on how to do it. It's pretty simple. And let's see if I can even run through. There's guides here and the instructions for certain things. How to do a live demo, the instructions on how to pre-enroll. All that is there. Instructions on how to purchase a package and product for USA, for the global, and the Philippine market. There's 3 different ones. Okay, you have special links. You have marketing. Here, let's go to the graphics. Like, let's go to the income opportunity flyer. Okay, I'm going to click on this. Click here, and that's going to go open up this flyer here. Okay, I got to log in here. If you could get a Dropbox account. It's free if you don't have it. I already do, so I'm not logged in. Or you could just delete it if you want to, and you can download it. So you don't even really need the account. You just click right up here. It'll say download. Sometimes you have to click these 3 dots, but usually right to the left of 3 dots, you just click download and download it to your computer. You have now got a graphic that you can use. So that's just one of the graphics, okay? Pretty simple. And there's other things here. Those in the Philippine market, and hopefully all the products will be available everywhere in time. Got to be patient as they grow through these things. You just can't introduce all products to a country at once. That's illegal. You have to do it the legal way. That's why things take time to go through the process. And it does take getting the right companies to get you there and making it legal. And those things are being worked on. We have marketing flyers for social media. My Pure Baby. This is Pure Essence. This is My Pure Baby down here. This is for income opportunity. Animated videos, if you know how to use that for social media and Facebook, others as well. Everything is here for you to use. Now, for your back office, after the slash, you want to type in tutorials, plural, tutorials.html, right there at the top, tutorials.html. And these are tutorial videos that I created on your back office, things that you need to know. So it's all here. And as there may be more coming soon, we have to look at that. But right now, this covers about everything in your back office. There'll be more features in your back office as well. They've been doing some programming, and there's some exciting things coming as well. So at this point, what I want to do is I'm going to stop the recording. And